The most amazing tree in the world. Yes, the most amazing tree. It's referred to as the miracle tree. But so many people don't even know it exists. But do you know about the Moringa tree? I'm gonna tell you all about it. In this video, I'm gonna give you a list of the top 5 benefits of the Moringa tree. But make sure you stick around for number 3 because it is so cool. Are you ready? Let's talk all about the awesome miracle tree or the Moringa tree. Benefit number 1 of the Moringa tree is the leaves. Yes, the leaves are extremely healthy. The cool thing is you can just take these leaves and eat them. You just eat them. They don't taste bad, don't necessarily taste good. They taste like leaves. But the leaves are very, very healthy. And you can eat them plain like this. People put them in different recipes. People put them in salads. People put them in soups, in stews. The list goes on and on how you can utilize these seeds and get this healthy nutrition into your body. And now I'm not a doctor or a scientist, but WebMD and many, many other doctors online tell us that Moringa has been used to help with things like inflammation, diabetes, and even cancer. The amount of nutrients that are packed into these tiny leaves is insane. You can go online and see all the different health benefits of Moringa, but that is the first benefit of the Moringa tree. It is extremely, extremely healthy, and it starts with the leaves. The second benefit of the Moringa tree is it takes very little water. Look behind me at this huge Moringa tree. It's probably 15, 20 feet tall. And here's the crazy thing, guys. I live in the desert Southwest. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, where it is extremely hot and where water is a very precious and valuable resource, especially if you're growing lots of things in your yard. And I have not given this Moringa tree direct water in over 5 years. That's right, I don't have a direct source of water to this Moringa tree, and you see how healthy and awesome it looks. Now, of course, I have things like my grass lawn around it. I have other plants around it that I give direct water to, but this thing grows awesome without direct water. And this is another reason why it's referred to as the miracle tree, because they can go around to different parts of the world where people are living in poverty and don't have access to water to be able to water trees and plants like this. But once the Moringa tree is established, it can survive off of rainfall water alone. Even in places like the Sonoran Desert, where we get very, very little water, it can still survive and thrive and grow huge to be able to provide tons of leaves to people that are living in poverty so that they can get all of the nutrients that they need. So that's the second benefit. It takes very, very little water. This is the plant you want to grow if you want to save and conserve water. And the third benefit, the coolest benefit of the Moringa tree, guys, is the seeds that the Moringa tree produces can purify water. That's right, they can purify water. Guys, this is like the ultimate zombie apocalypse tree, right? It's extremely healthy, gives you tons of nutrients, maybe all the nutrients you need. It doesn't take hardly any water to grow. And then on top of that, it can purify water so that you can drink the water. So the Moringa tree grows these pods. These pods, a few times a year, grow on the tree. And then once they dry out, you can see here, you can open it and you can see all those seeds. How cool is that, right? Each one of these are individual seeds. And now you can take these seeds and you can use them to purify water. Okay, I have another video coming up in the next few weeks that's going to be awesome, where I'm going to walk you through the process of how to use these seeds to purify water. It took me a while to figure it out, but I finally figured it out, and now I'm so excited because yes, it really does work. It really does purify water. That's a huge benefit, guys. That is a huge benefit, that it can purify water. Again, this is like the total apocalypse tree because it can basically give you everything you need to be able to survive off of it. So number 3 benefit, it can purify water. Yet another reason you should be growing one of these trees in your backyard. My dog approves. You can hear him. He's getting so excited that Moringa tree can purify water. And the 4th benefit of the Moringa tree is the flowers are also edible and highly nutritious as well. That's right. So the pods right here that I talked about, they start out as flowers, and then those flowers turn into pods. But you can also pick those flowers. They're white, beautiful little flowers, and you can eat them. You can eat them raw, though I've read that that's probably not the best thing to do. If you eat too many, it might have some adverse effects. You might feel sick to your stomach. But if you just cook them a tiny bit, you can add them to numerous dishes and get the health benefits and the good taste from these flowers. You can put them in dishes like spaghetti. You can put them on top of pizza. You can put them in stir fry. I did some research, and literally hundreds of dishes that people throughout the world add these flowers to. So that's just one other part. Basically every single part of the moringa tree is nutritious, and you can utilize it to get that nutrition. Flowers, they look beautiful. They also taste beautiful, and you can put them in many, many different dishes. Now guys, before we move on, just a little disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. So before you go ingesting anything that some random guy on YouTube tells you should probably do your own research, maybe talk with your doctor before you start eating things. Just want to throw that out there. Use some common sense. And now the fifth and final benefit of the moringa tree. And guys, this isn't all the benefits, this is just the top 5, but the 5th benefit of the moringa tree is it is so easy to grow. Again, this is why it's called the miracle tree, and this is why they go and plant it in poorer parts of the world, because it grows so easily. It can grow in horrible soil conditions. It can essentially grow in any soil condition that you put it in. Like I said, you don't have to add water, you don't have to add fertilizer. It can take full brutal sun. Even in the Sonoran Southwest desert, it can take full sun all day long, and it still grows and looks beautiful. So it's not a sensitive tree. It's not a tree that only advanced gardeners can grow. It's a tree that anybody can grow with any level of expertise. So you now know the 5 benefits of the moringa tree, and the 5th benefit tells you it is easy. You can do it. You need to go out and plant this moringa tree. If you're in zones 8 to 10, the moringa tree is gonna work for you. If you're in a colder zone and you have a greenhouse, grow it in there. You can chop it as often as you want. You can chop it as small as you want. So again, it has many different ways, scenarios that you can grow it. You should go out and grow it, because it's the miracle tree. It's the awesome tree. It's the tree you want when the zombie apocalypse happens. So go out and grow the moringa tree. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.